morning. I am just working on getting the household things done before the work week. I decided to bring you guys along. I already did a face wash and I already did some dusting and things like that. And now we're going to move on to cleaning the stove. I have a stove that gets pretty dirty. The dog biscuits are above it, and crumbs like to fall down, as well as, utilizing your stove makes it get dirty. I'm not sure where I want to put you so you can see. We can talk right here. I suppose the lighting is just not the best. So maybe I can prop you up here. I could run up and get my stand. Maybe right here will work. So we, I like to take off the grates and clean them. um, I have 4 grates and I already washed 2. And then this little thing, I'm not sure what you call it, but it's the gas protector. This gets really dirty. And if you ever have your stove or your water boil over whatever you're cooking, macaroni or anything, it boils over. Mashed potatoes. Potatoes are a thing that boil over quickly. You go step away for a minute and all of a sudden it's foamy white. But I had that happen this week, so got to clean this up. It turned out pretty good. It was looking, I don't know if you can compare, but it gets little speckles and brown stuff on it. I definitely need to turn this on to so there we are. Sorry about that. So I cleaned that up. It looks pretty good. I will put that back and then wipe off this one. Just using my sponge. And I will wipe around the other ones while we chat. Sometimes things are more fun when you do them with friends or talking to somebody. I may have to let my dog back in. She's been in and out all day now that it's a little warmer. I do have a kind of a rag towel that I use to dry up after. And then I did wash these already. Just soap water, warm soapy water, and then rinse them off. One of them I did not do yet, so that's when I decided to bring my friends along. You guys, I think it was this one because you can see the dust and some food particles and things. Even though I clean these all the time, I am very obsessed with keeping my stove clean. And I'm going to just give this a quick wash. It does not take long, you guys. If you want to wash yours while we are talking, chatting, we can wash together. It's something that people don't think about is their stove, and I like it to be clean. You guys are probably looking at my wall or some of my decorations. I do have some above the cupboard that are pretty and nice for winter. I took down the Christmas and left up some of the winter. So there we go. I do have a green, a move over so you guys can see this. It's a green, what do you call these? Scotch scrubbies, whatever you call them. To get off this black from the flame, and I like to touch them up and make them gray again. That's what color they're supposed to be. So definitely want to touch that up and give it another rinse, and then that'll be good to go for all of them. Let me rinse that quickly. Oh, my dog laid down out there. She loves being outside. So that was my dirty rag. Try to keep them. I dry them off just so there's not excess water on my stove and making any other messes or dribbles. So there, that one's clean as well. Now, how does this relate to our theme? How does cleaning and organizing and getting refreshed and things like that relate to our theme this week? Do you guys have any idea? This one I believe was cleaned. Still have a little, it'll be fine. I'm probably going to use the stove today anyway. There. So we're looking pretty good. I think I'll even, you guys can see it's pretty clean. I don't like to leave stuff on. I have my cute little, just turning around instead of making you all dizzy. I do have my cute little bunny towel. The bunnies are out, so springtime is here in our mind. In our mind, it's here. In New York, it really is not. I'm going to set you up over here, and then you guys can, we can chat some more about things. My husband did not get out more paper towels. He leaves that for me. So that's my job. You guys are all wiggly, so I'll just set you there for now. Getting out, replenishing things before the work week. Of course, there's always something to do. There's always little things you can do. I need to do our morning dishes, start a load of laundry. There we go. Do some other little things. Check the trash, make sure that's good. Always simple little chores on Sunday. Sunday, we generally like to do a little date day or something together with family or with friends or by ourselves. It's our time together. I also like to read my book on Sundays. If it was nice out, I would be sitting by a pool or taking a walk in the woods, but that's okay. So, how does this relate to um, how does this relate to our theme? I thought my husband was coming in and he's loud and stuff like that, but I think he's just gonna putter in the garage, so that's good. That's good. I'm gonna let my little dog out. She was in her crate being a good girl, and Kitty's up there too. Indy. So come on out, come on out. It's okay. Come out, wherever you are. That Wizard of Oz song always, and now my other dog. Squirrel. Okay, guys, pretty soon I'll get to the main event or what we really wanted to talk about. Let me get all the animals all taken care of, and then we'll chat. All right, so how does cleaning and organizing and things like that relate to our theme? Our theme, if you didn't know, is feeling anger, feeling not so much anger, but feeling prickly, feeling grumpy, feeling edgy, and then that leads to anger, I'm sure. Feeling touchy, all those kind of things. Prickly is the word that I'm using in our group. But how does this, cleaning and organizing relate to that? So let me tell you, first of all, if your house is a mess, if your house is unorganized, it bothers some people, not all, which everybody is different. Everybody, as you know, we have different personality types. But For most people, a clean house reflects on their mood, especially me. I like a clean house. I like things, I like to know where things are. I like to know how much I have so I don't buy extra. I like to have everything at least semi clean. Yeah, kids, animals, husbands, they all contribute. So you may not have a spotless house. That's not what I'm talking about. We're going to go upstairs. I'm going to show you what I've been working on yesterday. Besides my stove and all that, that's normal duties. So your house may not be spotless, but to have things picked up, to have things where you want them, and laundry and everything like that, semi together. Get your life together, get your shit together. So, this is my spare room that I use for extras. It used to be a guest room, but I do not have a bed anymore. And now I have a cat. His stuff is in here. But this is Indy's room primarily. When he's a bad cat, he gets put in here to have a timeout. When he was little, he definitely needed the space so I could introduce him to the dogs. So he had his own safe place. Well, now he comes in here and he sleeps and he eats. And I have the option to close the door. He gets scared of new people, so he can come up here. Yesterday, he spent all day sleeping. I'll show you near the window in this bed I put there. So he can watch out, kind of like cat TV. So, the point of it is that having things picked up generally makes people feel better, okay? Just do a little bit all the time, or if you're here with me today, we can pick up together. Start putting a few things in a laundry basket, maybe making a plan. Maybe you need to start um, from the beginning and making a plan of where you want things. I'm going to set you there because yesterday I was working on my closet. Like I said, this is the cat room. I've got some odds and ends in here. I have my clothes in here and just need to get this organized. But for now, it's pretty good. You can walk, you can, see where things are, but it does need some deep cleaning. Um, it gets picked up regularly, weekly, vacuumed and things like that. But yesterday I started a project and it is not done yet, guys. It took almost all day, and I did have a couple errands and we did need the grocery shop, so I got interrupted. But this closet here is all my clothes. And because we are doing that remodeling, like I talked to you about, all that stuff that was down there, the extra coats, the extra hats, gloves. We do live in a winter area, a state that gets a lot of snow and cold weather. So we have a lot of jackets, we have a lot of sweatshirts. It's all in here. And before I show you, I'm trying to get a hold on this closet. But any tips, tricks, or any links or anything you want to share, by all means, go ahead and share in the comments. I definitely have been working hard. Um, I did do a clean out yesterday. I don't know if you guys do this, but I regularly, like in the seasons, and because I am feeling like spring, even though outside it's not spring, I am going through my clothes and seeing what fits, what I don't like, what I don't wear. And a lady had put on Facebook that her daughter needed some clothes. So I'm like, you don't have to pay me anything. They're in great shape. I washed them all. Here is a nice bag of clothes for her. And she's a single mom and has two kids, and her daughter is growing like a weed. So I'm like, go ahead, have at them. There are all kinds, sweatshirts, different things, or some things that don't fit me right or don't feel right. So I donated a big bag to her, and she was so happy. So she's going to let her daughter look through them and see what she liked and give me a an update if they want more, because I didn't even get to my pants and things like that. So still have a lot of things to go through, but I do it all the time, guys. Or I go to a garage sale and pick up something for 50 cents and it doesn't fit right. So into the donation bin it goes. So that was a big side note. So here we go into my closet. Are you ready? It's going to be a mess. So, if you saw the posting, I had taken and organized. I like to go by color. You guys, I don't know if you do, but I like to organize by color. So these are greenies. Now you got prints that throws me all off, and stripes and in dark gray and light gray. It all, boy, I wish I was one of those people that just had 10 of one shirt. But I do like clothes a lot, as you can tell. So these are my tank tops, which I wear a lot, and some of those other shirts that are not quite, they're just sleeveless. So we've got that, and then a lot of color. Everything is kind of by color. So there was an area here that was very mismatched. I had put things that were drying, things that, as a woman, we have a lot of delicate things that need to dry. So those go down on the end. And then I had a lot of other things in here that it was making me upset because it was not color coded. So I color coded it the best I could. Jackets, lightweight jackets for spring. Spring is coming. So I've got that on the end ready to go. I do have space because I was able to give that girl some clothes, so I have some ample space. Now I do have to work on the bottom and I do have to work on the top, but we will get there, folks. My primary goal was to get this organized, weed out what I don't wear. I got that new sweatshirt. It's cheap, cheap, cheap. And then we're in the midst of short sleeves, but long sleeves, and then some other things. So what I did with my sweaters was I did this, you guys, and this makes such a difference. I had this up before, but I took it down so I could put other things in there. I thought it would be nice, but you guys, it didn't work out. I had bins, and we put them up there, up top, and then we put them there. It didn't work out because every time I wanted a sweater or something, I had to pull it out. Um, and then just didn't work. Just didn't work. So I still have a lot to do, guys. Still have a lot to do, but look how nice. It's getting there. It's getting there. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep all these things because whether I wear them or not. And there will be a fun post on Facebook Maybe I'll give a prize or something to see what is the oldest shirt or clothing. It can be a sweater or a jacket in your closet. So we will put that on Facebook. But you guys, I did a lot of work yesterday, and hanging this was not easy. But I love it. I love being organized. I love having things color coded. So that made me happy. All right. So how can that relate to our theme? You know, guys, it's easy. If our mind is at rest and our mind is at ease, that prickly feeling should go away. Depending on what is making you feel prickly, we'll put it that way, because if I don't like that light in the background, but if having, and we're just gonna say I have some new socks. Sorry, they're loud in their package. We're just gonna say if you're feeling kind of prickly because you have dry skin, we can solve that easily. Have wonderful body butters, have wonderful body washes. If you're prickly because your house is in disarray, we attack it slowly. Don't get overwhelmed. If you're feeling prickly because of a relationship, figure out why. Figure out the real reason. There usually is another reason, and I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychologist, but I have some years under my belt to help people. It's usually because something else, whether you're struggling financially, that makes tension in relationships, whether you're not happy together and you really want to separate or get out or live on your own, that can make you prickly. Whether it be you're sick and in pain, and we talked about that last time. Watch that previous video if you need help with that. Pain and feeling sick can definitely, I know from experience, make you grumpy. There are so many things. So hopefully you guys have gleaned some little tips today. I washed my face. Well, let's back up. The dogs woke me up early, but they were on time. I didn't really get to sleep in, but 5 o'clock, it ain't too bad because we went to bed about 10:30. That ain't bad at all. And I didn't wake up in the middle of the night because we did a lot yesterday. So getting your exercise in can help with that prickly feeling as well. Get an outlet, get a hobby, get exercise, and we'll talk about that later. But so woke up about 5. I took the dogs out so hubby can have some extra time to sleep in because he'll have to get up and go to work tomorrow. So generally Sundays, I try to give him the day off. He also worked hard in our remodeling yesterday, so I felt, let's be kind. Let's be kind to the ones we love. Help them out. Maybe they'll be less prickly if they get a little extra sleep. So I took the dogs out and figured, boy, it's nice and quiet. It was still dark out. It's nice and quiet right now. Let's do some exercising. So I already had my coat on, already had my boots and gloves and hat on because I was outside with the dogs, and I took them in and said, I'm going to get some steps in. I already have 2,000, but I made sure that I could get in about 900 to 1,000 steps before the world woke up. It's supposed to be a nicer day today, so there'll be people out and about, and before my dogs bark and the whole world wakes up, I wanted to enjoy that time. And you know what? It gave me a peace of mind. It gave me something I did for myself, and that can also contribute to making you feel better. So, doing things for yourself. After I did that, I came in, I did my wonderful Posh face mask. Last night, I did my body scrub on my feet, and you guys, all that review is on Facebook. Don't forget, we have a game going on. Simon Says, just something fun. If you guys don't know, where that group is, it's a private group, so you can share what you use, what face washes, what body washes. um it's called Pasha Latte Brew Crew. Just look that up. And generally everybody is accepted in, and we just have fun and positive things. So that's where we first started. Then we went on to YouTube here and things like that. Facebook gets a little crazy. So do some things for yourself. That's my main um talk, and that's my main summary about that. So I did my face wash, made me feel so good and refreshed. And then I started the cleaning and little things like that. So Sunday is generally a little bit of cleaning, some self care. I want to read my book, and a little business things. So I have four things I generally do, and spending time with family, friends, or hubby, that's five. A handful is enough for the day, you guys. Enough for the day so you don't get overwhelmed. Five things. Try to think or do at least five things on your Sunday. Shopping counts, cleaning counts, a hot bath counts, exercising counts, big or small. And pick your a hobby, reading, pick your fifth thing, but try to do things that make you feel better. Um that it's Life is short. You really, really need to find a way to be less prickly, less anxious, less overwhelmed. If you need to do things in baby steps, so be it. If you need to, and be careful, tackling jobs, huge jobs like that, set aside, this is just how to avoid to be prickly. Set aside enough time so you're not getting overwhelmed. If you know, like this closet clean out is going to be a huge job, just do one corner or one area or one thing at a time, one load of laundry, maybe one, and then put it away where it goes. One little thing. Don't grab on and say, we're going to do the closet, the whole thing today. That's going to make you, if you get interrupted, if you get called away, it's going to make you feel prickly. It's going to make you feel like, hey, you didn't get your job done. You didn't get that accomplished. You got a mess now, because if you're anything like me, when I get into things, as you can see, I got things all over because I was in the middle of it. Now, luckily, I can close the door and come back to it for most of it. Some of it I cannot leave out because the cat will get into it, or the animals will get hair on it. I don't want to have to rewash stuff, so it can go in here and I can close the door. But I want to tackle this job, so I'm doing a little bit at a time. I got a lot done yesterday, guys. So, all right, that's about it. that's maybe some tips, maybe some things that will help you feel less prickly, less grumpy. Just take things as they come, and maybe you have to start with a list to keep you focused. We'll talk about focusing next time. Um, Definitely, definitely just a little bit at a time, whether it be getting a routine, washing your face, washing your body, getting a self care routine, making a list to attack household chores, whatever it may be. So, just little things. All right, guys, that's about it. Kept you far too long on this chat, but if you have time, watch it. You might get some tips. Go along into the Facebook group, Pasha Latte Brew Crew, and hope you have a wonderful Sunday, no matter what you do. Talk to you soon. Have a great day.